What's up, everybody? Jeremiah here, video blog number 18. I guess this is going to be my 2-year post-operation update. I know it's been a little bit. A few of you have been asking, how I'm doing, and I appreciate that more than you know, just to know that people are thinking about me and there's people that care. I really do appreciate that. Thank you. Um, so just, I guess, a quick recap. For those of you that do not know, I had a double artificial disc replacement 2 years ago. Actually, the exact date was November 9th, 2017, with Dr. Byron Desai in Cologne, Germany. Those of you that have been following my entire story know that things were very difficult for me in terms of recovery and getting to a point where things were kind of looking up. Um, so I mean, I guess overall I could say I'm doing okay. I still have some issues, and I've it's hard, but I think I've accepted that I'm probably gonna have issues the rest of my life. And I guess as long as I can manage the issue, or keep the issues, the pain to, or discomfort I should say, to lower levels, uh then then I think I'll be okay. So I've got good news and bad news regarding my situation. As many of you know, about 6, 7, 8 months after my surgery, I started to have some pretty extreme upper back tightness slash discomfort slash pain. And kind of out of nowhere, definitely something I never had before my procedure. I could do nothing but link it to the procedure. Whether or not that's accurate or not, I'll probably never know. But so the bad news, I guess, to start with, is that I have been diagnosed with an autoimmune disease, and the the autoimmune disease is called ankylosing spondylitis. Um, I'm not a doctor or scientist or anything like that, so explaining these kinds of things I'm just really not good at. I have a good gist and understanding of what it is, but again, for me to actually relay all of the details, I'm not really good at that. But basically, what's happening is my body is attacking itself at night when I sleep. So when I mentioned to you guys before that I was waking up at 4, 5, 6 in the morning with pretty extreme pain and upper back tightness, it's because my body was literally like attacking itself. So it's like I guess an overactive immune system. So yay, more. It's like, stuff it's hard to get a break. But that's okay. A lot of it is I have to resort to having a good attitude and pushing through, and I think I'm pretty good at that. Um so so that's the bad news. The good news is obviously that I did find out what it was, and that I could use medication now to help tame it. So I have been officially diagnosed. I think they did like a genetic test, and I forget what the exact gene is, that 90% of the people who have AS have. So I have that gene. And the symptoms also matched, the symptoms of somebody who has an autoimmune issue. And so, the being the basically the pain at night while I'm sleeping, when your body's trying to recover and trying to fight things off, I guess my body is saying X, Y, and Z is wrong inside, even though it's not. And so it's attacking it and it's causing problems. So they gave me this drug called sulfasalazine, and this drug is, I think it's the cheaper. This is what we're going to start you off with drug. I don't believe it's actually the best drug that's out there, and so I do have an appointment in December with my rheumatologist, and we'll see what we're going to do. So I started taking this drug, and for about a month it was like, does this stuff even work? It like didn't seem to really do much. And then at about the month mark, I started to notice a huge decrease in pain at night. And so I was able to get a little bit better sleep, praise God for that. Although the tightness in my upper back thoracic area never totally subsided. It wasn't maybe as bad. And again, the pain levels had gone way down with this drug. Um, but muscle tightness levels were still relatively high, and but I could almost kind of just deal with it. I could kind of deal with it, and the pain, being that the pain was lowered, that was kind of a big victory for me. So, but supposedly, a lot of the stuff I've been reading is saying that eventually I'm going to become immune to this stuff, and I'm going to have to move on to another. And there's a whole array of drugs that they have. And when I spoke to the rheumatologist, he said that a lot of the drugs that they have now have changed the field in a positive way. And so people that have my condition, I my understanding was you can live a pretty decent life, um, you know, basically by taking some of these medications. And so I'm sure some of you have seen those Humira commercials. So that's kind of the next line of drugs, like that family of drugs is what I'm going to be taking. So probably, I mean, I don't know when they're going to transition me from this stuff to some of this other stuff, but I'm guessing it probably won't be too long. So we'll see what the doctor says here in about a month. But so that is the good news. Yeah, I've got this autoimmune issue, but maybe I it can be managed. And really, as of the last month and a half, things have been a lot better. Not perfect. Still kind of dealing with some issues, but just you know, but overall a whole lot better. And that gives me a lot of joy and happiness to know that I'm, at least able to manage the situation, and even to just really um, enjoy things with my family, and so let's see here. It's been a really long time since I've uh, done a video blog, and again, many of you have asked how I'm doing, and so I just want to thank you guys for caring. It really means a lot to me, and I also want to encourage you guys. And I think I've tried to say this when I've done these video blogs is even though I've had difficulties, I think I've tried to at least relay to most of you to have hope, to have faith, to fight through these issues, not just for yourself, but for your friends, your family, people that love you. Uh, it's tough, and it's something that many people who don't deal with chronic pain and with chronic issues understand. They just don't get it. And that's okay. That's life. That's, we can, all we can do is try to explain and let them know what's going on the best that we can. But I always hope that these vlogs are informative. I think the first 15, 16, 17 videos hopefully have been informative. You at least have there's at least some documentation of someone who's gone through this and the realities of, I'm not promoting doctors, I'm not promoting a product, I'm not doing any of that stuff. I'm just hopefully trying to help people with the situation. And so, hopefully that the information has helped. But in addition to that, I hope that I could just be an encouragement to people, and to ask people to continue to fight and be strong, and to keep looking to solve the problem, keep looking to fix the problem. And I believe with God's guidance, anything is possible. Like, things can be overcome. Miracles, I believe, happen in this world. So, giving up is not an option. So, and everybody's situation is different. Some of you might be saying this is easy for you to say right now. Maybe. I do feel like I've had times where I was really in the dumps with some of the pain that I've had to go through, but I feel like I've somehow gotten through most of the more difficult, the higher difficulty times. If 2 months after my procedure, some of the burning pain in my foot and some of that stuff where it's like, what is this? Is this going to go away? That was probably the toughest time in my life, but somehow I've gotten through, and praise God for that. So I don't know. I guess, I can't think of really anything else to say. I'm still here. I'm still trucking along. I do stay active. If some of you are wondering about that, I do stay active. I'm not crazy active, but I do go to the gym and I do move. And I think that is important. And I would encourage you guys to continue to do that no matter what. But I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. It's not the greatest. It's not maybe where I'd like to be, but it's not as bad as it could be. So I'm thankful for that. But I guess that's everything. For those of you that are sending questions to me and wanting to contact me, look, I have a wife and 3 kids. I help my wife run a couple of Airbnb properties. She also works as a dietitian at the hospital. I'll try to respond and contact people, and even I've had where I FaceTime or messenger people with live video or whatever. I try to help where I can, but I apologize if I can't find time to get back to you. So if you've got questions, by all means, ask, and I'll just do the best I can to get back to you guys. But hey, look, I wish everybody well. Continue to fight, and God bless. Bye.